Everyone, welcome to Vinyasa Yoga. I am Monica and I'll be your instructor today. I've been teaching yoga for 5 years and I'm also a physical therapist. I was a student, not anymore. So let's get started. All you'll need is a mat or some carpet space or ground space. Maybe put on some music that sounds good to flow to today, and that's about it. So let's get started in sitting on the ground. You can sit cross-legged or you can sit on your heels, or if you really want to keep it slow, keep it low to the ground, you can lay down on your back. Sometimes I like to start that way if I'm feeling very chill. So whichever position you've chosen, closing your eyes and just beginning to drop in right away. Noticing your energy. So we'll take a pre-test and a post-test. So first, let's scan the body. Notice if you have any physical sensations going on. Noticing where your energy level is at, your emotional state. Just letting everything be fine how it is, but just take stock of all these things. And we'll see if throughout the practice we can find a shift in that energy, in the sensations. Maybe you feel great, in which case this is a celebration of you feeling great, or if you feel somewhere in the middle. We'll all set an intention here to get the most out of this practice that we can. So let's bring the hands to the heart. If you're on your back, you can layer the hands together on the heart. And I want you to set an intention for your practice to move with something positive or to let go of something negative. So maybe you'd like to move with more ease, more compassion for yourself or someone, or for good forgiveness. Whatever you feel like you need a little bit of today, infuse your practice with that. Breathe in that intention and breathe it out. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose and sigh it out through the mouth. Breathe in, reach your arms up, and sigh it out. Bringing the hands forward onto the ground, folding forward. Inhale, reach it back up. And exhale, take a side bend to your right, stretching through the left side body. Inhale, bring it up. And exhaling to the other side. Feeling that stretch. Coming back up, inhale. And exhale, coming down to all fours, tabletop position. Taking a couple cat-cows here, moving the spine one way and the other. Try to take one breath as you go one way, and then another breath the other way. Maybe you want to add some side bend stretches here, or move through child's pose, whatever feels good here. Make this your own. That is the beauty of a home yoga practice. There's no shame. You can do whatever you want on your mat. And then from here, bringing the left hand underneath the face and widening the knees out a teensy bit, you're going to open the right arm out to the right. Twisting open, opening up through the chest. And then coming back down, switching sides. Right hand comes down, left arm reaches up, open, open, open. And bringing it back down. Making your way to downward dog, sending the hips up and back. Bending one knee, then the other. Maybe get some snaps and crackles. Maybe shaking the head out. Just staying present with the breath and the sensations as you stretch your body. And then as you inhale, come to a plank position. A straight line from your shoulders down to your ankles. And then we'll keep our elbows in nice and close to the rib cage as we lower down, all the way to the ground. Untuck the toes. Inhale for baby cobra. Keeping your gaze down on the floor in front of you. Lift your fingers off the ground. Exhale, lower. Inhale, baby cobra or high cobra. Or upward facing dog, pressing into the tops of the feet, lifting the hips off the mat. Exhaling, bringing it down, making your way back through downward facing dog. Walking the hands all the way back to your feet. Shaking the head out. Maybe taking ragdoll with the arms, grabbing opposite elbow and opposite hand. Maybe swaying side to side. Relax here, bend the knees as much as you need to make this comfortable. I really want you to curate your own practice today. Make this your own. Skip, add, repeat, take a rest, whatever you need to do. I'm simply here to guide you. And letting that go, reaching the arms up, bending the knees. Deep inhale. And exhale, arms come down to the sides. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, swan dive forward. Knees are soft. Smile here. Halfway lift. Flat spine, gazing down. Exhaling to lower, walking the hands out to downward dog. You can always skip the vinyasa and stay here, or inhaling to plank or knee plank. Exhaling to lower halfway or all the way. And then inhaling for one of the back bends we just did. And exhaling to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up. And exhale, bring the knee to the nose. Hover up in this plank position. You got it. Inhale, reach it back up. Exhale, knee to nose. And inhale, reach it back up. One more time. Knee to nose. And gently and quietly step that foot in between the hands. And then we'll open this up to a twist. Right hand stays where it is. Left arm reaches open. Expand. And then exhaling down. Setting up for warrior two. Spinning the right foot out to the right. And then opening the arms up to a T. So your left toes are facing the left. Your right toes are facing forward and your right toes are facing right. Bending 90-degree angle here, arms to a T. You're either looking out over the left fingertips or straight forward. Think about engaging the lower abdominals here instead of being in a back bend, just slight engagement here. Strong warrior pose. And then reaching up and back with the left arm, creating a side bend here, reverse warrior, looking down at the right toes. And then coming back to center, straightening the left leg, reaching forward with the left arm, bringing that hand to the shin, ankle, or the floor, or maybe something on the floor to bring it closer to you. Opening up through that right arm, expand through the chest. Great, either looking forward or up at the right fingertips. Nice, turn this into a side bend, sweeping that right arm up and over the ear. Feel the change in the stretch here. Stretching the right side body. Beautiful, bringing it back up, your arms to a T, and then we'll step it forward to the top of your mat, mountain pose. Palms facing forward, feet underneath the hips, strong and tall here. Bringing the hands to the heart, deep breath in and out. Reset your intention here. Remind yourself to move with a positive intent, to stay present with that. Inhale, bringing it up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands and step back to plank or knee plank. And then lowering either halfway or all the way. And then inhaling for a back bend. And exhaling to downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose, hovering up in plank. Inhale, up. Exhale, knee to nose or chest. And then one last time, take your time, move with your breath. Slowly, gently, quietly hop that foot forward. You can always help it forward with the hand if you need. Left hand stays down, twisting open with the right arm. Looking up at the fingertips. Breathing. Bringing that down. And then setting up for warrior two on this other side. So now you're spinning the back toes to face the left. Lunging into the right knee and opening up. Arms come to a T. Strong warrior here. Think about engaging the abdominals. Beautiful. Left hand comes down to the back of the left leg, reaching up and back with the right arm, looking down at your left toe. And then bringing it back to the center. Straightening the right leg, reaching forward with the right arm, then the right hand comes down, left arm reaches up. Think about not dumping too much weight into that right hand. Breathing deeply here. And then coming back up, inhale, and exhale, hopping it forward to the top of your mat, mountain pose. From here, we're going to move into a figure four balance. So loading weight into your left leg. You're going to cross your right ankle over your left knee. All right. And from here, you can bring your hands to your heart. Maybe begin to sit back in that left leg like you're in a chair pose. You can balance like this, or you can begin to fold forward, bringing the hands toward the mat. Another option is taking an arm balance, in which you bring the hands down and create a shelf with the elbows and begin to balance on the arms here and lift the foot off of the ground. Those are all optional. And wherever you are, we'll meet up in a tree pose, moving that foot to the inside of the left leg. So above or below the knee. Bringing the hands to the heart. Maybe growing your branches, reaching up, bringing the palms together above your head. Maybe taking a lotus mudra, fanning the fingers out, except the thumbs and pinkies stay glued together. And the lotus is supposed to have infinite petals representing the soul. Maybe for a moment, trying to close your eyes here. Bringing it down and then stepping it down, shaking it off. Very good. We're going to move to the other side, loading weight into the right foot, and then creating that figure four stretch on the other leg. So crossing the left ankle over the right knee. Everyone's hip mobility differs from side to side, so just honor that, notice that. Don't have to be forcing anything. It should be generally comfortable stretch. So you might stay here. You might come into a chair pose, or maybe finding the arm balance. Again, with the arm balance, it's just like crow pose if you've ever done that. So you bring the hands really wide And then creating that shelf. And lifting off of the right foot. So if that feels very challenging, it's just a fun challenge. Don't have to force anything. And then we'll all meet up in a tree pose. Palms come together, maybe above the head. And if you fell out of any of those balance poses, I always like to remind people that yoga is not about being perfect, and doing yoga like an Instagram photo doesn't make you a better person. There's no moral value to it. What matters is how you treat yourself and avoid judging yourself for the outcome. So just moving through each moment, surrendering the outcome, maybe closing the eyes here. Great, bringing it down, and we'll step the feet out wide and turn the toes out to the corners of the room, and then bending the knees deeply, coming into a goddess squat, bringing the arms out to cactus arms, and really think about here, drawing the shoulder blades together. That engages the middle trapezius, which is such an important postural muscle. So let's really squeeze the shoulder blades together, expanding through the chest, but you're not bringing the elbows super far back. You're here and you're engaging. Cool, so from here, let's straighten the legs and the arms, reach up, and then bend the legs and the arms, and then sweep the arms down like you're gathering something up, and then stretch it up. Okay, we're gonna do this flow, nice and controlled. Exhale, bend and reach down. And inhale, stretch up. Exhale, bend and sweep. And inhale, reach up. And when we come down, you can let the head hang down too. Exhale and sweep, relax. Inhale, come up. Just 2 more times. Beautiful. Last one. Nice and graceful. Awesome. Bringing the hands to the heart and then turning the toes in, maybe slightly pigeon-toed or just in line with the edges of your mat. And from here, moving into a wide-legged forward fold. So keeping a flat back, hinging at the hips, and then bringing yourself down. So a slight micro bend in the knees at least, or maybe a lot. You can heel toe the feet out further if you'd like. Maybe even bringing the forearms down, or even the crown of the head. If you're working on going upside down in yoga, you're free to try this. You can use a wall to practice your headstand or whatever you have going on. But if not, if you're just following along with me, we're going to walk the hands through the legs, fingers pointing away, walking as far as you can, maybe even bringing the crown closer towards the floor. Deep breaths. Stay present. Notice the sensations in the body. Notice how you feel. And then bringing the hands back underneath the face. And then heel toeing the feet a little bit closer. Bringing the hands to the hips. And then slowly, gently bringing yourself up to standing. Walking it forward to the top of the mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward, soft knees. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Plant the hands, step back. Down dog. Optional vinyasa here. Inhaling to plank or knee plank. Exhaling to lower halfway or all the way. Inhale for a back bend. And exhale, bring it down to your stomach, bringing your hands stacked together here, bringing the forehead down. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Slowing it down. Noticing how you feel here. And then pressing your way back to a child's pose. Hips come back over the heels. And then walking the hands out. Maybe it feels good to rock side to side here or find stillness. Maybe rolling your forehead side to side. Finding a moment of surrender here. Letting go of the practice so far. Not defining yourself by how you perform the yoga. And then bringing it up to all fours. And then bringing yourself to a seated position. So let's bring the legs to a wide sit or a V. So you might be the width of your yoga mat, or you might be here. And for some people, it's kind of hard to sit up like this. So maybe try bending the knees a little bit, and that might help you sit up straight. So this might be your stretch, just sitting up, or maybe you have a little bit more room and you begin to come forward in the middle. Breathing here, going as far as is comfortable, honoring your body. So just finding that gentle stretch. And then bringing it back. And we're going to practice compass pose, which if you've been with me throughout the season, that was one of the first poses we worked on in one of my first classes. So in order to do that, we're going to bend the right knee and bring the foot in towards you, and the knee falls out to the side, okay? And this is the cop-out. If you're like, no compass pose, no thanks, just take this stretch here. If you want to try something a little bit different, we're going to bend the left knee and then grab onto the foot with the hand and bring the knee behind the left shoulder. So as far back as you can, kind of like a happy baby pose. And then right hand grabs the foot, left hand comes down, and you're going to begin to extend that leg up. So you might not go all the way straight, but you kind of find the side bend and the stretch in the left leg. So you might stay here, you might stay here, or again, you can stretch on the ground. So experiment with your compass pose. Take a moment, figure it out. Don't push it too hard, just honor your edge. Notice what's going on. And don't beat yourself up about it. You're just trying something new. You're practicing yoga. Awesome. Let's try the other side. Again, now the left knee is going to come in. Knee falls out to the side. You bring the heel really close in. You could keep the right leg stretched out and you just work on stretching here. Or you bend the knee, grab onto the foot and bring the knee kind of behind the shoulder. So a little bit happy baby position, sort of. And then left hand takes the foot, right hand hits the ground, and then begin to extend yourself up. So this is not for everyone. Maybe you stay kind of halfway. Maybe this doesn't feel good for the shoulder. Maybe you just take a hamstring stretch on the ground. I applaud you, whatever position you're in. You're here, you stuck through the practice this far. I'm impressed. Awesome, bring it down. And let's come to a little butterfly position for a moment. Take a breath in, take a breath out. Relax the neck, maybe take some neck rolls. Maybe you want to fold forward here, or you just kind of stay upright. I get a lot of stretch just staying here. And then when you're ready, we're going to bring it down to our backs. So rolling yourself down to your back. And we're going to take pigeon pose on our back, but if you want to take a regular pigeon pose, you could do that as well. So we're going to cross the right ankle over the right knee, and then lift the left foot off of the ground. And then you might begin to feel a stretch in the right hip here. Or you could bring the structure closer to you by grabbing onto this part or behind the left leg. Breathing in. Breathing out. Finding your gentle stretch here. Maybe you want to try to straighten the left leg up. You could even reach towards the left leg, whatever you want to do here, as long as it's feeling good in your body. And then we're going to drop this whole thing over to the left, planting the feet down on the ground and bringing the arms out to a T. Find some stillness within you. Giving yourself permission to let go and be present just for a few more minutes with me here. Bringing it back to center and switching sides. So left ankle over right knee. And then lifting that right foot off the ground. Maybe pull this part in, the left leg, or the right leg. Or if this isn't feeling good at all, you can always stay down on the ground. Breathing here, maybe again you extend the leg and play around with that, whatever works for you. For the most part, there's no right or wrong in yoga. It's about tuning into your body, not doing things that are painful. And then dropping this over to the right. And then finding that spinal twist here. Opening the arms up to a T. Maybe closing the eyes. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sweet, sweet stillness and relaxation. Bringing it back to center. If there's any other poses here you need to do before we finish up, go ahead and do them. Otherwise, I really encourage you to stay with the next couple minutes of Shavasana. You won't regret it. Let's find your relaxation pose. So maybe you're in regular corpse pose. Maybe you want the knees to fall out or in, or just a regular, just knees bent. Or you can sit up in a traditional meditation pose or put your legs up a wall. Lots of options. So wherever you are, closing your eyes, unclenching the jaw, maybe take a moment to rub the temples, maybe cover the eyes with the heels of the hand. Create some darkness in your environment. Really looking within, releasing the tongue away from the roof of the mouth, letting the eyeballs fall deep into the sockets, sinking the body into the surface beneath you, giving yourself utter permission here to relax, to just be, to be present. Taking a moment to possibly realize or remember that you are enough just how you are. If you didn't change a thing, what you have and what you do and what you are is truly enough as it is. You're a very likable, loving person. And it's a matter of perspective to create a glow that shines outside. So as you breathe here, finding your inner glow, finding your inner light, and imagine all the baggage, all the stale negative energy, you can just breathe that out. Easier said than done, but just as a mental exercise, imagine you can drop that off here and lighten your load, at least for today. And then finally scanning, noticing your energy level, noticing the physical sensations. Perhaps there's been a shift since the beginning of practice. Maybe not. Whatever has changed, just make note of that. Don't assign too much value to it. And if you're ready, we'll begin to sit up, or if you want to stay here, you can pause me and turn off the video and stay here as long as you need. We'll end with our hands at the heart, thanking our bodies, our minds, our yoga community for creating some magic today. It's truly an honor to share this yoga with you. I really appreciate you joining me. Namaste, everybody. Take care of yourselves this week, and I will see you soon.